Hola.
Hola.
First time actually getting on. So my unique experience with going to the restroom. Back in the mid-aughts, I was in the Army, and I was stationed overseas in Korea up near the border. And we were out in a training area, and I was providing medical support as a combat medic while our unit was out doing field training. And we were out on the course about halfway on the side of a mountain, and we were out there all day, making sure everyone was hydrated, making sure they got moleskin for their feet, blisters taken care of, change of socks, whatever they needed, on their long march around the mountain. Halfway through the day, business calls. I'm looking around. There are no porta potties, obviously, in the middle of the forest. So I walk down the road that everyone's been marching up, find a little bit of privacy, go into the wood line, go down the hill maybe about 30 yards, dig a cat hole with my e-tool, adjust it so that it's a seat, and do my business, bury it, clean myself up, come back up. As I'm walking out of the tree line, the other two medics are there with a lieutenant who'd come up with his unit walking down the road. And they're all looking at me like I'm absolutely insane. And they're looking at the map and saying, "Where did you just come from?" I was like, about 30, 40 yards that way. And they're like, "Oh, everything off the side of the road on this side is a minefield from the Korean War."
Oh, wow.
You walked into a minefield to poop.
I literally walked into a minefield, dug a hole, did my business, filled it back in, and then walked out of the minefield. No clue that I'd done it.
I'm assuming, had you known, you would have picked a different location.
Absolutely. I just would have held it.
Did it freak you out after they told you that? Like, did you think they were joking when they first told you?
No, they were freaked out enough that I knew that they weren't lying. And it not so much freaked me out. Like, I definitely got that stomach drop feeling from the roller coaster.
I got to poop again.
But I was like, well, I'm here and everything's okay, but wow, please don't let me do that again.
Okay, here's my question. Now, you were in the military, okay? And let's say you went out there to poop. I don't know. You successfully pooped, but as you're walking back to join the rest of your group, you blow up. You step on a mine, you blow up.
Yes.
Now, you are my child, and the military must contact me to let me know that you're no longer with us. What is the spin they put on this? Because I'm saying
Stepped on a mine.
There's no way they say...
You didn't squat on it.
Okay, but still, if I have a follow-up question and say, well, why was my son William in a minefield? Would they just come up with something? Would they just say you wandered off on your own? There's no way they're telling us that you were trying to poop, right?
No. I think the official line probably would have been something like, unfortunately, William passed away from his injuries sustained during a training exercise.
But if it makes you feel any better, he died doing what he loves.
You could get the brown heart.
Yeah, the brown heart. That's how you know. We won't say anything.
Huh.
But I got the brown. Wow, man. I don't know a lot of people that have pooped in a minefield.
What has been your most unique experience while using the bathroom? 206-803-ROB.
Well, that's the thing. Most of us, besides him, you wouldn't know.
You would not know until it's too late. Damn. Hello, Caleb. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
How you gentlemen doing? I just wanted to say, long-time listener, first-time caller. I am 25 years old. I've been listening since I was 4, gentlemen.
Wow.
Jesus.
Damn. All right.
Okay. We appreciate that.
Let me guess. Did you start listening with your father?
Or your mom?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the father. I just met a guy yesterday. He was outside of the local watering hole, and he goes, "Hey, man, big fan of the show." I'm like, "Thank you, bro. Real nice guy." And he's like, "I've been listening. I can't remember how many years it was, but I believe he started listening when he's like 6 or 7." And I'm like, "With your dad?" He goes, "Oh, yeah. I mean, just like moms just aren't down when their kids are little." All right.
Yeah, no, definitely part of my childhood, man. I love you guys.
Oh, thank you, man.
Anyway, at the end of 8th grade, my school had this program where they send the kids to D.C.
Yeah.
All right.
We had a layover in Chicago, and I wore pants. It was my first time on a plane. Pretty stupid decision. So I grabbed a pair of sweats that I had on me and went to the bathroom. I noticed as I went in that a bathroom attendant had put an out-of-service sign on one of the stalls. And as there wasn't many stalls open, a lot of people using the bathroom, I took the one right next to it. Didn't think much of it. I'm doing my thing, getting changed, and I noticed somebody walked into the stall. So I figured maybe it was just the bathroom attendant working on something. And then I hear a guy start to do his business. Didn't think much of it. So I'm about to head out. You boys seen the Goonies? Yeah, when they're messing with the pipes down in the sewers and the guy's taking care of it and he gets launched onto the ceiling?
Yeah.
Not quite to that extent, but I heard sounds that you usually don't hear from a toilet when he finished, and then there was not quite an explosion. I could tell the water reached at least a foot in the air.
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
So the guy is gagging. I am gagging. There's brown water leaking into my stall. I got out of Dodge as fast as I could, but I felt so bad for the man that was in the stall.
Yeah, because you know what, man?
But wait, you said that they had put up a sign or the tape that says, like, out of service or out of order, whatever?
They did.
Okay, well, like, dude, what did you... Nothing positive is going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but it ain't going to be good if it says don't use this, and then you use it.
Oh, not only that, but when you're traveling, you know, it's a very rare time in your life where everything that you have on you is in that bathroom.
Yeah.
Your luggage, your backpack, whatever you're taking on that trip, you take it into the bathroom stall with you. You hang your coat up, you do all that crap before you have to go to the bathroom. And I mean, so it's not just him, it's everything he has with him.
Suitcase.
It's all getting soaked in that crap.
I felt terrible. Thank God I was done with what I was doing, but I got out. I got out as fast as
No, you made the right decision.
Well, how was the rest of D.C.? Did you have a good trip?
It was a great trip. Went down to Virginia. I saw George Washington's house, all that good stuff.
All right.
Okay. You know, I never actually went to Mount Vernon.
No, I haven't either.
See, but in the end, I feel like I would just see his house and be like, okay, that's where he lived.
Yeah.
You know, like, I wouldn't go out of my way to do it. Like, I've seen where, like, Babe Ruth was born, and I don't go there on purpose. It just happens to be on the way to 10 other things I might be doing in Baltimore. Right? And they go, oh, that's the house he was born. I'm like, cool. Even then, I didn't stop. I'm just like, all right.
This is where the slaves lived. This is where he made alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, all right.
Well, good for you.
Just kept going.
Yeah. I've been to Babe Ruth's house.
Did you actually go in?
Yeah. There's like a little tour and stuff.
A little museum.
A little museum.
I was there for, I know. I never went in.
I don't, but now that you say that, like, I've been to Arlington a bunch of times, like the cemetery.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I ever drove over to Mount Vernon.
No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like,
People love Monticello, Jefferson's house.
what is it about? I've heard that. What is it about his joy, man?
I think maybe he was a little more design friendly, or like design. I don't know. I just know.
I love you're born and raised there. I've lived right up the road, and we're both like,
Yeah, that's one of those things. Like, I would go to Fredericksburg to see, like, the battlefields and stuff.
Sure.
Or Manassas, but, like, I don't know. It seemed like one of those things you do on a date. I don't know. If you meet people from Northern...
Yeah.
You never been to Monticello?
right. Save it for a date.
I don't
Dude, when I was at the Babe, I'll never forget this. I'm at the Babe Ruth Museum. First time I'd ever been there, and a buddy of mine's in from out of town. He was the one who wanted to go, so we're like, all right, we'll check this out. There's a couple guys in there wearing all Orioles stuff, a black guy and a white guy. And the black guy was the white guy. He said, I want you to pay attention to something. He said, you see all these pictures up here. He said, there's Babe Ruth and his sister. There's Babe Ruth and his mom. There's another picture of Babe Ruth and his mom. There's a picture of Babe with the teammates. He's like, you see all these family pictures? No dad. I'm telling you, his dad's black.
I know that.
And I was just like, I nudged my buddy. And I was like, he's kind of right.